The Office is leaving Netflix and fans are pissed. Tuesday seemed like any other day. A little bit of Marvel news, a few Star Wars rumors here and there, and then out of the blue, news dropped in the afternoon that smelled worse than the stain on Michael Scott's carpet.
Whoa, God, yuck, yuck, yuck,
What?
yuck.
That's right. It was announced this week that The Office, the beloved workplace comedy, is leaving its current streaming home on Netflix in 2021, ditching the media giant for NBC's own upcoming digital media service. Reports are saying that NBCUniversal acquired The Office for 5 years for the tidy little price tag of $500 million or $100 million a year.
$5,300 for a dummy? Wow.
And of course, it didn't take long for fans to express their righteous outrage. In fact, we might even have some exclusive footage of this.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
Seriously though, social media was quickly bombarded with fans' reactions to the news. Netflix itself tweeted a statement about the departure saying, "We're sad that NBC has decided to take The Office back for its own streaming platform, but members can binge watch the show to their heart's content ad-free on Netflix until January 2021. So, a little shade thrown by Netflix here about the fact that there are no ads on their platform and that fans still have a couple of years to watch The Office to their heart's content, minus the commercials. Now that didn't stop at Pam Grace 18 from replying with this classic Office gif, which put into words the betrayal that fans were feeling. Yeah, I have a lot of questions. Number one,
how dare you?
Next, at Rannick Designs pulled a couple of iconic screenshots of Dwight Schrute to express how they were coping with the upcoming loss. When I heard that The Office will be removed from Netflix, will I get over it? No, but life goes on. Even John Ledger, T-Mobile CEO, reacted to the news, tweeting, "No! Start rewatching entire series." CNN jumped in on the fun when they didn't say it but declared it with their newsworthy tweet of Michael Scott's timeless line,
"I want people to be afraid of how much they love me."
There were also some, shall we say, snarky responses to the news, like Arkansas Fred, who tweeted, "Taking The Office off Netflix is erasure of people who put stuff like Oxford comma enthusiast in their Twitter bio." And at It's Dan Sheehan dropped the truth bomb of them all by saying, "Netflix is getting rid of The Office for your own good. You people have a problem." Yes, we know. However, before the stress of The Office leaving your life causes you to go into a depression.
Depression? Isn't that just a fancy word for feeling bummed out?
Remember, there's always physical media. Are we kidding? What? No. In all seriousness, Twitter did have a few solutions to this problem, like at TV Mojo's suggestion. Don't want to pay an extra $10 a month for The Office when it leaves Netflix in 2021? Pro tip, you can buy the full series for $70 on iTunes or wait for a sale. Earlier this month, it was being sold for $25. Now, reportedly, The Office has been the #1 show streamed on Netflix, accounting for 7% of all views in 2018. On top of that, according to NBC, it has been streamed for a total of 52 billion minutes. So with less than 2 years to go until The Office closes its doors on the streaming service, does this mean the end of Netflix? Well, no. Not really. Despite what Twitter would have you believe, reports of Netflix's death might be greatly exaggerated. While this loss is a blow, they have saved themselves nearly $500 million. This coupled with the fact that they also still have an impressive slate of original programming like Stranger Things, The Haunting of Hill House, The Crown, as well as its upcoming series with Steve Carell and the creator of The American Office, Greg Daniels' Space Force. Honestly, look at HBO. A similar conversation started around the end of Game of Thrones. Would people be ditching their HBO subscription once the show ended? And so far, it seems HBO is still doing its thing. Another question that lingers is, will fans flock over to NBC's streaming site where The Office will soon be housed? With the upcoming Disney Plus, as well as Warner Media's rumored service and Apple TV Plus, and add to that Hulu, Amazon, DC Universe, CBS All Access, Netflix, the list goes on, the streaming pool is becoming increasingly more and more oversaturated. Only time will tell to see if fans prove that The Office was worth the price tag that NBC paid for it. But for now, as fans of The Office, we will admit this will be hard on all of us. We were hoping it could go all day long, but ultimately it will always leave us satisfied.
That's what she said.
Michael. But what do you folks think? How many more times will you rewatch The Office before it leaves Netflix? Will you hop over to the NBC streaming site or just buy The Office digitally or on DVD/Blu-ray? And would you rather watch Scott's Tots again or go to the DMV?
What's Scott's Tots?
Because we think they're equally painful. Let's discuss. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and mash that little bell to get notified every time we drop a new video or go live with the show. And if this isn't enough of The Office for you, check out our breakdown of the biggest mystery of all time, the true identity of The Office's Scranton Strangler. Check it out on YouTube right now.